Okay, I think I'm streaming, but just we're gonna do the audio check. Hello, welcome in, Chan. How's it going? Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Um, I am just getting started, barely, barely ready, not even ready. But how are you? How's it going? Oh, thanks for getting everything all set, Chan. Thank you. All right. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, I think I had a decent weekend. My weekend's not over. I actually have tomorrow off from work. So, Chan says, I'm good. All right. Awesome. Good to hear, Chan. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, sorry I haven't been able to catch Magic Monday since you moved it earlier. Um, I am doing, family stuff or catching up with things. So, but Durkee Blaine, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, you heard? I mean, I think I was lurking when you confirmed it on your stream at some point, just listening. But I think I was either working or making up some time from work or something. So I'm aware. I know what's going on. Oh, thanks for shouting out Durkee Blaine, Chan. All right, guys, you're not following our friend Durkee Blaine. Please give Durkee Blaine a follow. Durkee Blaine plays a variety of different games. Last seen playing Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, but also Durkee Blaine is a magician as well. So, Seeker of Weird, welcome in. Hello, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I changed the time 2 weeks ago. Okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, so I haven't even gotten my cheating gloves on yet, so we're gonna put on cheating gloves. So there we go. But how's everybody doing this weekend? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Not sure where if everybody is experiencing the same level of snow I am experiencing, but I live in western New York, so still the northeast of the United States, and we are getting a bunch of snow. And so that's hey, E-Room. Oh no, sorry. Chan the Magic Man redeemed Bang. All right. I almost assume that the Bang is like E-Room all the time now, but I guess Chan, if you were expecting me to think it was E-Room, you got me. You fooled me. I've been fooled. Should have known. You kind of primed me too, because you used E-Room's emote. So you got me. You got me. All right. So anyway, earlier this week, I had a birthday, so I'm 1 year older than last Magic stream. Not technically 1 year older from last stream because I did like a 1 hour video game stream of Vampire Survivors, which is a very addictive game if anybody likes real time action. Happy belated birthday! Thank you kindly, Chan. Greatly appreciate it. I'm an old man now. I mean, you could argue I was an old man before, but I feel older now. So, all right, let's see here. Man, my fingers. The weather around here is so dry. My fingers are like totally not the best for doing magic. But congrats on old. Thanks, Turkey Blade. All right, so let's see here. So here's the Twitch deck that we normally do things with, but I did treat myself to two things. I did briefly allude to them on the Vampire Survivors stream, but first things first, let me show you that I treated myself to Neil Patrick Harris's Box 2. So for anybody who does not know, this is a single player um, escape room experience. Same thing as Box 1, but it's actually put out by Theory 11. So Theory 11, actually I'm not sure if you can see, let me see here. Alright, if you can read it upside down, Theory 11 right there. So, there you go. Very cool, says Durkey Blade. GipsonLens, welcome in. Hello, how's it going? Thanks for the lurk. But yeah, so that is box 2. You could, if you can't tell, it is still in its plastic wrap. I've not opened it yet. I haven't had time to do much with it yet. And then the other thing I treated myself to was this Back to the Future deck of cards. It's a bicycle Back to the Future deck, which I'll go ahead and open up and show you guys. Durkey Blaine says Theory 11 is always great, cool stuff. Ooh, I have one. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, this is a cool deck. So actually, I think I told the story on the Vampire Survivor stream, but I basically bought this and then opened it right in front of the cashier, and then did a couple of magic tricks for her. So, but yeah, so here's what some diamonds look like. Here's clubs. These aren't the really interesting parts, I guess. So here's what the Ace of Clubs looks like. That's I think the school, right? The building that gets hit by lightning. And then here is a face card. Is that old who's Marty McFly's wife? Lorraine? No. Yes? I don't remember. No, Lorraine is his mom. Or ends up becoming his mom. Welcome to Hill Valley. That's the diamond. Here's the DeLorean with a clock. That's the Ace of Hearts. Best movie, says Chad. Here's Marty McFly. There we go. Oh, here the Jokers are complements of each other. Here's Marty playing guitar. Here's Doc Brown. And here is Marty's dad, I think, but in the past. And then this is Marty's dad, but like in the future or present. Save the Clock Tower. I'm not entirely sure who this is exactly. Is it just somebody like an extra? Let's see what else. Here's a couple others. Okay, this is Lorraine, right? Here's Lorraine, Queen of Hearts. Biff, right? Jack of Clubs, right? Ace of Spades, here it is. Back to the Future. Boom, back of the DeLorean. There you go. Another Doc Brown. Okay. And then that's Jack of Spades. Alright, so here's what I wanted to show with the Jokers. So the Jokers are complementary. They basically form this big picture. There you go. Boom. So yeah, there we go. That is the Back to the Future deck. I haven't done too much with it yet, aside from showing the cashier magic trick, but it's definitely a nice deck. It's a bicycle deck. I don't think I would have bought it full retail, but as I mentioned, I got it on sale. So feels good. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, and the extra card that comes in with it, it looks like a cassette tape. So it's an advertisement for like Back to the Future, Universal, Amblin, and bicycle playing cards. And connect with them on social media. But it's pretty cool because it's a cassette tape. So I was actually wondering if there was a magic trick that I could do that would basically be a callback, and I could use the cassette tape as a legitimate cassette tape. That would be kind of funny, right? I think that would be a good trick. Charlie's Beats, welcome in. How's it going? And I think the one with the glasses is Marty's dad. Ah, okay. Excellent thought. Yeah, and then I could maybe... I mean, if I had the cassette tape, I could also do something that basically references, like, old school music media, so I could do a trick and maybe theme it as like Guardians of the Galaxy, but then call out the Walkman with the cassette tape. So yeah, so I think those would be good ideas. The problem I have now is like dedicating time to creating tricks. Like I learn a new trick kind of every week. I guess I could like cannibalize that time, but I have so many other personal projects and like work and being a dad and stuff. So Turkey Blaine says, for some reason, I've been sort of on a freak show style magic kick lately. Oh, okay. Like different kind of magic, like not traditional classic, but like the weird stuff or the stuff that like freaks people out, like eating razors or um, like gross stuff. Like the Amazing Jonathan. If anybody has never heard of or seen the Amazing Jonathan, the Amazing Jonathan is hilarious. But like you should probably be okay with like blood. Well, it's gonna be fake blood, but I mean, I learned blockhead. You learned blockhead. All right, that's that's dedication. You are really on the freak show style of magic kick. Well done. Well, keep us posted. Tell us how it goes. All right, let's see here. Okay, let me see. Let me go to. I just realized I'm not on my own trick list. Let me go to my trick list. Okay. Alright, what haven't I done in a while? I have not done an illogical conclusion in a bit. Alright, maybe we'll do that. Sure thing, says Turkey Blaine. Alright. TR oil, okay. Alright. Let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and grab let's see there. Okay. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I need. It has been a while, I think. Oh, alright. Actually, you guys are requesting a bunch of things. Let me get to your guys' stuff, and then I can do this one later. Face up, oil, and water. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do that. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, face up. Okay, I can do that, actually. I'm like, wait a second. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Okay, alright. So, let's see. Face up, oil, and water. Alright, so we're going to have 8 cards. And these 4 are red face cards. And these are black spot cards. And at a glance, you wouldn't mix these up, right? Hopefully not. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and swap out 1 card from each of these. And we'll place them in the opposite pile. So they'll look something like this. Now, if I just close them up, and if I snap, that snap will actually kick the card that is in the pile into the other pile so that everything is correct. Because if we take a look, here we have black spot, black spot, black spot, black spot, right? And over here we'll have red face, red face, red face, red face. So, alright, so here's what we'll do. We're going to go ahead and take 2 and 2, like this. We'll take 2 red face cards, place them on 2 black spot cards, 2 black spot cards, place them on 2 red face cards. And once again we will snap. And now everything in the pile should look correct because here red, 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 red. And over here we'll have black, 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 black. I know, weird, right? Okay, so here's the part that is a little bit weird. We will do this part upside down. So look, I'm going to go ahead and take the red face card. Sorry, I'll take the black spot card, place it with the red face cards, and the red face card with the black spot cards, and we'll combine them like so. And now, if I snap, everything should be fixed because these are all red face cards, and over here are all black spot cards. And that, my friends, is Face Up Oil and Water. I also want to say I don't think I was as energized or like doing that trick like I normally would. I think it's because I'm like tired this week, so sorry if I'm a little tired. I mean, I think I did the trick fine technically, but I know that I'm not like as energetic or upbeat, I think, as I normally am. So hopefully that's okay. Alright. Next up is Mad Monty. Requested by Turkey Blaine. Alright, so okay, so alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and find oh, I probably shouldn't have shuffled those in. Let's find the 2 black 5s. Alright. So here we have the 2 black 5s, and the name of the game is figure out which one is on the top, okay? And I'll just go ahead and let you just take a peek. So right now, the clubs is on the top of the spade. And if we go ahead and turn it over once and twice, we'll still be in the same situation, right? The 5 of clubs should be on top of the 5 of spades, right? Okay, cool. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn it 1, 2, 3 times. And hopefully that doesn't confuse you. But I think a lot of people would now say that the 5 of spades is on the top and that the 5 of clubs is on the bottom. Well, if I just go ahead and I place these on the table and you take a look, that's not actually a 5 at all. They're actually both now the red kings. And that, my friends, is Mad Monty. For some reason, I just wanted to have these guys go as they were turning around in circles on the table. I know, that was such a weird thought. I don't know why I had it, but I had it, so there we go. Thank you kindly for the claps. Chan the Magic Man, thank you kindly for the applause. Turkey Blade. Alright, let's see. Okay, so now we're back at the trick that I was going to start with, but I don't remember how to start it exactly, so let me refer to my notes. I have not encoded this trick into my system, but I did do another one recently, so hopefully, let me see here. Okay, alright, gotcha. gonna be using these and this and these. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. I've actually been thinking about pivoting my YouTube stuff because I want to get more progress done with my magic system, my sleight reading system. So I've been debating on like doing just like to shift it so that I'm making progress towards like documenting it. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. All right. So, all right, here we have 2 piles, and in each pile we've got 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't want to show you any of the cards in this pile, but I will show you all the cards in this pile. They are these black spot cards. And at the end, I'm going to ask how many of each type of card. Black spot cards, red spot cards, black face cards, and red face cards. To make this fair, I'm going to go ahead and swap cards from this pile with that pile, and we will increase the number of cards we swap, and then we'll show you all the cards in this pile still. Okay, so here we've just swapped 1, and now if I show you, I believe they'll all still look like black spot cards. Now we'll swap 2, like that. We'll grab 1, 2, and we'll show you that it looks like black spot cards. And now we'll go 3, 1, 2, 3. And now if I show you black spot cards, and then the last one will swap out 1, and of course I will show you that these are all black spot cards. So now the question is, what are these cards? And that's the question. If anybody's been sitting around for a while and you haven't taken a swig, please hydrate. I'm going to hydrate. I'm having Earl Grey tea tonight. Chan said, "Hey, I just met you," says Chan. All right, great guess, Chan. I would normally do something like that, but right now, I mean, you, as far as I know, I don't have any gaffs of blank cards for this back. So, well, you were guessing aces? Okay, all right. These are not the aces, but good guess. So I think a lot of people would guess that they're just black spot cards because that's all you saw. But actually, no, these are red face cards. Ta-da, red face cards. But yes, aces could have been another particular thing. And if anybody's has seen enough streams here, thank you kindly for the applause, Chan the Magic Man. That I would be willing to randomly surprise people with song lyrics. So yeah. All right. Next up, we have a request from Chan. Oh, okay. It's snap change transpo. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we've got a couple of cards. We have red 10 and black 4. If I go ahead and I place the black 4 and I hold the red 10, but all I have to do is 1, 2, 3, and look, that changes. And if I show you what this card is, that actually is our red 10. Didn't want to leave the queue empty. I mean, yeah, this is good practice for me. So as I said, I haven't been practicing that magic that much lately, so I think that was clean. I think that looked clean, right? That was pretty decent. I didn't I didn't mess it up that time. That was good. Malhoku, thank you. Welcome in. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Excuse me. I'm still kind of recovering a little bit from sickness, but actually, while we're here, this is probably a good time. Guys, if you're not following our friend and mod Chan the Magic Man, please give Chan the Magic Man a follow. Chan the Magic Man, one of the other few magicians on Twitch that has a regular magic schedule. Give Chan a follow. He does Magic Mondays on Mondays. If you catch him streaming other times, you might find him playing random community games, retro games, or lately I've been catching Chance playing Grand Theft Auto. So, all right, guys, you're not following our friend Durkee Blaine. I believe we got a shout out for Durkee Blaine earlier, but let's do it again. Durkee Blaine, variety gamer, but is also a magician. So please give Durkee Blaine a follow. Guys, you're not following our friend and mod GipsonLens. Please give GipsonLens a follow. GipsonLens is a pianist, also is working on his first album. Actually, it's kind of already done, but just currently we're waiting for all the streaming services to get it, and then I think there will be a release for all of the on all of the things. But yeah, give GipsonLens a follow, and we can follow that. They're all of his originals. So I mean, they're not all like the album contains 100% GipsonLens originals, but there are more originals than are on the album. So, guys, you're not following our friend Seeker of Weird. Please give Seeker of Weird a follow. Seeker of Weird is an artist, but also likes to travel the world. So please give our friend Seeker of Weird a follow. And you can sometimes catch art. You can other times catch recaps of travel. So, let's see here, guys. Let's give our friend Charlie's Beats a follow, because one day Charlie may stream again. That is the joke that we're going with. But otherwise, Charlie's Beats is a Twitch music famous chatter. So everywhere that I would hang out on Twitch, it's Charlie's probably already in chat. Unfortunately, I've actually not been hanging out on Twitch as much lately among all the things going on. So, but anyway, oh yeah, I gotta do eyes, right? Gotta do eyes. There you go. Boom. All right. And then Mal Haku, if you stream one day, let us know. We can give you a shout out. So let us know. All right, cool. All right, where was I? Yes. So I don't have that much like new stuff this week. I was just kind of like, so I talked about my birthday. I showed some magic tricks to a bunch of different people. Went out to lunch with some friends. Went out for drinks late at night. And I did randomly stream for like an hour and 20 minutes on my birthday for Vampire Survivors, which I've had a chance to play two more times, but for very short increments. But I'm not good enough at Vampire Survivors yet to do anything to like survive long enough for. So I've just been trying to get like a bunch of achievements because that like unlocks characters. There's a lot of characters to unlock. So if I ever do, I'll let you know. Ha! All right, cool. Thanks, Malhaku. All right. Let me see here, Malhaku. Something you might appreciate if I haven't shown you these. I have three cyberpunk bicycle decks. Have you seen these? Were you here when I showed them off or no? Ooh, all right. Let me show these off just because. All right. So this one is cyberpunk cybernetic. So here's what the hold on. Let me just grab the random. Okay, there we go. All right. So here's what the backs look like, and here's what the fronts look like. So they kind of have like the pixelated cyberpunk aesthetic, if you will, if that's the appropriate. So I dig those. So shiny. Yeah. And so Yeah. There is a fun story about one of these. I finally got a brand new version, but I got a very, how should I say, very used version at a Barnes and Noble. So, but anyway, so that's generally what these look like. But I mean, I did run the local Netrunner League. They're definitely silver bullet for me. Awesome. Pillbilly, welcome in. Do they glow under a blacklight? That is a great question. I do not have a blacklight to test, but I would guess that they don't. Welcome back, Pillbilly. How's it going? Let's see here. So here is actually, let me do that one last. So here is Cyberpunk Hardwired. Here's the backs for this. So one thing that I did discover about this, um, so this design, it's supposed to be omnidirectional. It is not exactly omnidirectional. So those backs are interesting. All right. Yeah, here. Let's do a trick with these actually while we've got them out. Okay. All right. Here. If anybody is on desktop and would like to click directly on the screen to select one of these, let's have that card be selected. I like the card faces a lot. Oh yeah, yeah. These look really cool. All right, so whoever clicks here, that will be our selection. I'm gonna choose not to look at it. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna close my eyes, turn my head, cough, and then go ahead and take a look. Hopefully that gives you guys enough time to figure out. Hey, E-Room, is that you? Okay, I'm gonna put that down. E-Room with it comes in with a bang. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and place this back into the deck anywhere. I could be doing random sleight of hand, but actually, no sleight of hand, no breaks, no nothing. But I will go ahead and find your card. Actually, if you believe that this is not totally randomized, I'll just go ahead and shuffle right now. Okay, all right. And now I'm going to go ahead and attempt to find your card. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let me. All right. So did we get the card? Go ahead and tell me what the card was. Mark Rise, welcome in. How's it going? Find and that. Okay. 6 of diamonds. Eroom, would you be impressed if the 6 of diamonds is directly on top of the deck right now? Would you be impressed if the 6 of... Yes? Okay, look, watch. Okay, there we go. So I'm doing this as fair as possible. There you go. There's the rest of the deck. Here's the 6 of diamonds. There we go, 6 of diamonds. And these are not all 6 of diamonds. These are... they're all different. There you go. Nice one! Okay. Alright, so, yep, so that is that. But yeah, these, so yeah, here we go. The face cards are very, like, simple. They could almost be, like, vector designs, but, like, I don't know. They got a nice charm to them. They fit the aesthetic, too, I think, so. Okay, and then last one is the... Okay, so this is the one. I swear that I got a used copy of this that was a Magician's before, because I don't know who else would normally get their hands on it, but when I bought it, it basically had most of one suit missing. But here's the back design for this one. And here's the faces. The faces, it's similar, except that the background is a little bit different, I think subtly on all of these. But I think the pips are all designed the same, because it's like from the same series of, and the faces are similar. But yeah, oh, there's our 6 of diamonds. Let's see. Mark Wright says, find myocardial to the 7 of spades. If you cut to the card, I will be impressed. Oh, okay. Those are great. Yeah, so these are like 3 of my new premium decks that, yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, alright, so do we want to try and cut to the 7 of spades? I mean, if it works, this would be... I don't think... Okay. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna cut there. Okay. Alright guys, there's a 2-ish percentage chance that this is the 7 of spades. Is that right? So, let's see. Alright, Mark Rides, here you go. Is this the 7 of spades? Yep, there you go. And they're all different. They're not all 7 of spades. These don't fan that well, I don't think. There you go. They fan, but the index is like further, it's like deeper into the card design than like bicycles. So they're not like right at the edge. So, wow. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and just stick that back into the deck there, and then let's give these another shuffle. All right. Okay. Okay. No breaks. No nothing. Boom. Okay. Here we go. We're going to try and just randomly dead cut to the 7 of spades, right? Right here, maybe? That was good card control and quick thinking. Yeah, I mean, you know. All right, cool. So we'll just cut right there. Here? Yeah? Okay. All right, 7 of spades. There you go. Boom. All right. Woo. Yeah, I've been trying to just randomly like improvise things a little bit more. So, ah! Oh, that was bad. I've dropped some cards on the floor. Hold on. Let me. They're very slippery. They're brand new. Brand new cards. Barely used them. So slippery. I'm leaning off of 2 chairs right now. Ugh. Okay. I guess you guys got a look of my pajama pants. Don't get everybody too excited. You couldn't time a fumble more comedically if you tried. Hold on. I thought I picked up 4 cards. I dropped another one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's just mix this up here. Okay. Let's see. I'm working on improvising more. Explosion. That's great. All right. Okay. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. Where was I? Dead cut to a 7 of spades. All right. Is this the 7 of spades? I think it'd be way harder to do now because I totally dropped all the cards. But hopefully this is still the 7 of spades. Yeah, there you go. Last card you dropped on the fumble was 7 of spades. That would be amazing. Nice. After the that whole thing. I've actually found that when I went to do my first gig like a couple weeks ago, there was a moment where I was like, "Oh, if I ever need to misdirect and I like don't need the deck, I could just literally drop cards like on the floor. People basically will naturally want to help you and pick them up. I'm just like, oh, okay. So if I, it's an out. Like if you're ever in performance for magicians out there, if you're ever performing and you need a moment of just like free misdirection, just drop some cards. Just like you drop 4 cards and you're like, wait, there it is. It's on the floor. Yeah, if you get it on the floor, then you could be like, if you know which one it is, point to one. Just be like, point to one. No, okay, okay. And then if they hit it, it'll be amazing. 25% chance. So, all right, cool. So that is the 3 cyberpunk decks. And yes, they are very slippery, but there we go. All right, so let's see. If anybody wants to request any tricks, feel free. At the moment, the queue is empty. I do remember that I messed up a couple of what I would call finale tricks last time, so I'm actually tempted to do one of them right now, just so that I could get it out of the way. But it would basically be a boss trick, so I think because I was rushing through it. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do Dazed, and this is gonna be a boss. So technically I ended the stream with this, and I don't think I really messed it up, but there was one part that I was like really kind of unhappy with. And then I did that after my other one, Picasso Aces, so let's go ahead and do this one. Alright, so here I've got a packet of cards. We've got a 6 of diamonds, we've got a queen of clubs, and then we've got 4 other cards. If I show you these from this side, they all look kind of normal. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I show you the other side, it's going to look weird because they're going to look like they have backs on both sides. Actually, all of them except for this one. This one's a weird one. So that one's a blank one. Now, if I do something strange with these double-backed cards here, and I just reflect them over, like, let's say one of these. So if I hold these over here, something weird is going to happen because actually all of the cards will turn into 6 of diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, that's super weird. But the same packet, which is this thick, okay, I'm going to go ahead and reflect it over the Queen of Clubs, like that. And now all of these cards will end up turning into the Queen of Clubs, because look. I know, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Super weird, yeah. Okay. And now, right now, this packet, they are Queens of Clubs still, but all I have to do is, when I take this card and I turn it so that the blank side is face up, all of the cards become blank. Because look, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now some people are like, hey, wait, we want to see the backs of those cards. And to that I would say, sure. So now I show them the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And I'll call that a successful performance of Dazed. And so you can even say we beat the boss there. Yay! I just have to not rush through like the trick, even if it's like the end of stream. I think that's usually okay. So thank you kindly for the claps, E-Room. Alright, let me reset these here. Okay, I'm wearing the sweater because I'm a little bit warm, but I'm thinking about taking the sweater off now. I try to make this look as least sexy as possible. I don't want anybody falling in love with me over stream. If you want to fall in love with me, it's got to happen in real life. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Where was I? So let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's do something with this. We don't normally do something with these, so let's. I just realized it's very difficult logistically sometimes, even because I have I have two cameras on me. The one that's down here, which covers basically everything, and then the one that is up here. So Charlie's Beats has requested a trick. All right, okay, sounds good. Let me prep for that really quick. Mostly need to find 4 aces. Sorry, I'm not trying to find 4 aces. I'm trying to find 2 jokers. The plot of the trick is to find 4 aces. Sorry if I've given that away, but I mean, look, the name of the trick, it says Hellman's Aces. All right, so here we've got 2 jokers, and then let's give that a quick mix. Now, would you believe that these jokers are very good at helping me cheat? Now, they are going to help me cheat, and they're going to help me cheat really good. They're going to help me find all of the aces because they are going to find them for me. So here's the first thing. Now, this one isn't so much magic as it is just skill, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold the 2 jokers like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and riffle through the deck. As I riffle through the deck, I'm going to get the jokers in there, and hopefully they can snag one. That's the plan. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you guys saw that, but look, these jokers have snagged a card. And hopefully that card is an ace, because otherwise it'd be very bad at cheating for me. And so here we go. That is indeed an ace of diamonds. Now, let's go ahead and show you some magic, because it's not very magical if I actually just do something that is a measure of skill, right? So if I just do this. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to do it from farther away. And so look, this distance, not very easily able to be surmounted by just simple cover, right? And so here we go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you guys saw it, but look, it snagged one from this far away. That's like a foot. All right. But look, see what they grabbed here? They grabbed a ace of clubs. Now, some people believe that I have to do this with the joker's face up, but actually I could do it with the joker's face down. So let me go ahead and turn the joker's face down, and I don't know if you can tell, but if I just show you, they have captured an ace in between them, in this case, the ace of spades. And now, last one. Look, I won't even make any funny moves. They've already found the last ace. Here we go. The ace of hearts. And that, my friends, is Hellman's Aces. Thank you so much for the request, Charlie. And Charlie's Beats is the signer of the ace of spades. There we go. Thank you kindly for the claps. E-Room, Charlie's Beats. Okay. There's actually one that I've been thinking about putting on the list just since last week, so maybe I'll just go ahead and add it now. Enter. Oh wait, that will add it to the queue. Hold on, I want to add it to the list. Okay. Card trick. Create. Mark Wright says, can you make them find more than one ace or a jar of mayonnaise with the aces inside? I mean, conceivably, yes, but it would just be a card representation of a jar of mayonnaise. But anyway, or more than one ace at a time. Yeah, yeah, they could find more than one ace at a time, I guess. So, let's see here. I guess this is how we would have them find more than one ace at a time. But anyway, welcome in, Adam. How's it going? Hellman's mayonnaise. So let me tell you. So the original reason why this is called Hellman's Aces, I think, is because it is related to Hellman's mayonnaise, because the person who developed it, and I think it's Paul Gordon. Paul Gordon, this trick is a sandwich trick, and for a lot of sandwiches, people will put mayo as like a dressing, like inside. And so there are a bunch of variants of these, but they're all like sandwich tricks. And basically, the idea of a sandwich trick is like you have like a pair of cards, and they go into the deck and they go and find a bunch of other cards, usually one at a time. But I mean, in this case, you can have them find all of something at a time because we can have them find all four aces at the exact same time, for example. That's why I was thinking of mayo. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly why it's named that. So yeah, a typical sandwich trick. Actually, let me just show you like the most basic of sandwich trick, right? So like, you can have any card selected and signed. Actually, Mark Rides, you signed a king of what are you? King of Hearts, right? Um, so yeah, King of Hearts, signed by Mark Rides. There you go. And so that can be lost in the deck. Mark Rides tuna salad, whatever. Yeah. and then um, and then you would have whatever cards. They don't have to be the jokers. I just happen to use jokers because I like to include them in the deck. But like some people just use like the two aces or a pair of queens or something. But yeah. So however it's done, you can basically just have the jokers then sandwich whatever the selection is in between them. And so, and look, I can just go ahead and just cover that up. Jokers go and find their sandwich, and they have sandwiched the selection in between them. So, there you go. But yeah, so that's where I guess, the history of why sandwich tricks are sometimes called. So, like, there's like hold the mustard, hold the mayo. There's like some sandwich tricks that's called like Royale with cheese, which obviously represents like a burger, but it's still the same kind of thing. It's just a really big sandwich trick, basically. But tuna salad, I'm not familiar with tuna salad myself. I don't know how I would adapt a trick for tuna salad. I kind of think tuna salad is a little gross most of the time, so when I've had it. Uh, so I don't know. I don't really have fond memories of of tuna salad. And no offense to Subway, nor do I have fun of the tuna salad at Subway. So, all right. So let me see here. Okay. Okay. I want this. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I think I did this. I don't know if it was last week or 2 weeks ago, but very recently, and I want to put it officially on the list, but it's basically called the interactive opener. I could make it a little bit more interactive, but you know who I kind of miss? Your mentor. Does your mentor still help you with tricks? My mentor? Like my magic mentor? I don't know if you guys have met my mentor. Oh, DeckSock? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. I still have DeckSock. No, DeckSock is the assistant that helps with stream. You know what? Let's bring DeckSock back for this. So here we go. Here's DeckSock. All right. For a second, I was like, wait, my real life mentor? Like, I kind of consider a particular magician slightly mentor-ish, but like, at this point, I consider him just like a magic friend. But yeah, here's the deck sock, guys. If you don't remember the deck sock, please, maybe this is a testament to how much I mess up now because I think I used to bring deck sock out all the time to fix up stuff. And I guess lately I just haven't brought deck sock out. But anyway, all right, deck sock. Why don't you do? You know what, deck sock? You help me do this trick, okay? So, um, all right. So here we've got 1, 2, 3 cards. And I want to hand you, Dexock, 3 invisible cards, okay? So here's 3 invisible cards. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, I want you to take one of those invisible cards and give them to me. All right? So here we go. Thanks, Dexock. But Dexock, you put the card in facing up, not facing down like the rest of these. So when I count through these, so before I had 3, right? So now I have 4, but one of them's face up. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, great job, Dexock. Okay, go ahead and just give me another one. Why did you stick it in face up again, Dexock? Come on, are you trying to mess me up here? All right, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, Dexock. All right, here we go. Now let me just show everybody. We've got 3, right? So here's 1, 2, 3. Now I need you to give me that last card that I gave you. Okay, and just put it back. Yep. Okay. Man, guys, Dexock is being a jerk. Dexock's putting them in face up because yeah. So look, 1, 2, 3. There. Is that's weird. Okay. All right, Dexock. So here we've got 1, 2, 3. Right. So Dexock, I'm going to need you to take one of these away. Okay. So go ahead and take one away. All right. So now I've got 2, right? So look, we've got 2. Okay. But now we're going to go ahead and put these 2 into this packet. And now I want you to take one of those face down cards away, Dexock. Here you go. Take one of those away. And now we have just one. And what is that one card that you left me? It is indeed the Ace of Hearts. And that, my friends, is the interactive opener with our friend Dexock. Yay, Dexock. Thanks, Dexock. The true magical talent of the stream. Dexock's always here, always helping me out. Just might not have as much camera time, you know. Thank you kindly for the claps and the emotes. E-Room, Charlie's Beats. Vampire Eat, welcome in. How's it going? Thanks, Dexock. Yeah, I almost forget sometimes all of like the props that I bring out, right? Like, for example, Merry Christmas, ha ha ha. But if you guys have seen the trick, you guys know what's up with this. All right, cool. So yeah, that is it's an old trick. I learned that a long, long time ago, and then I forgot about it. And now I've recently relearned it, and I'm like, okay, all right, that's a good trick. Let's put it back. Welcome back, Vampire Eat, says Mark Rides. That's right, Vampire Eat. You were here a long time ago, right? All right. So queue is empty. If anybody would like to request anything, feel free. Vampire Eats has been following for 1 year and 4 months, 15 days. Thank you so much for the follow age of 1 year and 4 months and 15 days. Greatly appreciate it. Play it straight. I have not done this in a while. Let's see. How should I do this actually? I could dress this up if you guys give me a couple minutes here. But all right, yeah, we can do that. Don't mind me, just getting ready for this. Okay, let me see here. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay. You know what? Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So here we go. I haven't done this trick in a while, actually since Christmas. But okay, so first things first, I do want to show you that we do have a Christmas ornament. So Merry Christmas red truck carrying, you can see like Christmas trees on the back here. So there we go. I'm just going to leave this off to the side in frame. All right, so there we go. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use this deck. This deck is a little bit different than some other decks because it doesn't have like the typical suits and ranks and stuff on it. But if you take a look, it is basically a letter deck. And then there's two words, yes and no, for the two jokers. But basically all of the letters are represented. There's like mostly two of most letters, but there's like three of certain vowels, or like I forgot it was S or T is more common. And then like there's only one like Z, J, X, that kind of thing. So all right, so first things first, I'm going to need a card selected, and so let's just go ahead and let me see here. That's not on camera. There you go. Let's go ahead and just have chat here. Just pick from one of these. So here, select from one of those. And if you are, okay, there you go. Okay, cool. So, all right, excellent. So that will be the selection. Just go ahead, I'll grab everything else. Now, what I want to do with the rest of the deck is I'm going to go ahead and cut it into about 4 equal parts. So like here's one. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it to be like roughly same to 3 and 4. Okay, and now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn over these two piles, and we're going to shuffle face up into face down cards. I know this part's super weird, but look, we're going to go ahead and really shuffle in. Just get a good shuffle there. Shuffle in face up into face down cards. I'm just going to push those in like that. Okay. And then we're going to do that again with this pile. Then we do that one more time with this pile. Okay. All right. So a bunch of these cards are super messed up. See, there's some cards that are face up, face down amongst each other. Okay. All right. A free scandalous shuffle. Yay, says Mark Wright. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, crap. All right. So you know what? I need to bring out the deck sock because I was supposed to find your card. And actually, if I recall, I didn't even show you what this was. So, okay. You know what, deck sock? This is what we're going to do. Face up to face down. Yes, yep, exactly. All right, deck sock. Tell me how to fix this for everybody. Okay, so the deck sock simply says, tell them that they will be guessing the card. Okay. All right. You know, they might get it wrong. They won't? Okay. All right, what do I do now? Okay, the deck sock tells me to spread the deck. Okay. Just like this? Like, does that work? Okay. Ready? Okay, so there are some cards face up and face down, but not as many as I had thought. Um, okay, so let's work on this here. Let's take some of these out. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and place that there. H. Ha! I think Dexock's laughing at me. Hap. Haptic feedback. Hap. Happy. Okay. And then C. R. Happy Christ. Happy Christ. I'm not trying to lead anybody to anything. Happy Christum. Happy Christum. Christums. Alright, guys. I don't know if this is going to be that impressive. But, important question. What card was yours? Okay, so maybe we messed up this trick a little bit. Dexock said I would guess the right. Let's test Dexock. I think our card is a Z. I guessed Z. What? There's only one Z in the deck. Hold on, let me see if I can. Is there? Yeah, there's. Hold on. Mark Rides, that's super weird because. Hold on. You said this is a Z? That's so weird. But no. What? But that wouldn't make sense, right? That Z would be there. So. Let me go ahead and grab this here. But actually, this was not a Z. This is actually an H. Dexock, I don't even think you got it right. You said happy. It's not even happy. It's supposed to be merry, right? H. There you go. So Christums. Now it should say Christmas, right? But it's obviously a little bit late for that. Oh, okay, Dexock. It's tying into this ornament. Oh, okay. All right. So here we have a truck, and it says, look. If you take a look, it says merry. Merry, not happy. Right, Dexock? Right? Okay. Man, Dexock has messed it up. And look, you spelled Christmas wrong. See, look, if you take a look, Christmas is. Wait a second. ChristAMS. Christums. All right. Well, Dexock, I think you win. You win, Dexock. All right. Thank you, Dexock, for taking us on that little journey down memory lane. If anybody has the emotes here, you can use the Merry Christmas emote right now. There it is. It is literally this. So, Charlie Speed's got it. Thanks for putting that out there, Charlie. All right. And thank you so much for that request, Mark Rides. And thank you kindly for the claps, E-Room, Vampire Eat, and the emotes, Malhaku, Charlie's Beats, Mark Rides, E-Room. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I was like, yeah, why limit myself to only doing that trick only during the holiday season, right? I can do that trick whenever I want. I have the ornament here year round, so I can do this whenever I want. But yeah, so there it is. For anybody who actually, so I have had this ornament for many years, and I didn't realize it was like this. And then one year, I took a picture of the tree that this was on because it was on like a short tree, and I showed it to my wife, and I'm like, wait a second, and I saw that it was like this, and I'm like, wait a second, and so it played a magic trick on me too for like 6 years before I realized it played the trick on me. So yeah, there we go. Of course, my wife immediately said we should get rid of it, and I was like, no, no, I need to keep it for magic, and so here we are. Needless to say, I think I've used it for magic. So there you go. So that was played straight triumph with the Christmas ornament. So there you go. All right. But I do like to use the letter deck. So if anybody's interested in that deck, this deck is called the DMC Alphas. And there are other decks that you can get that are letters, but this is just so well designed. The letter distribution is like perfect for English. Like, so you know, they are pricey for a deck of cards. So if you're thinking about just getting a random deck of cards, this is not like a deck of cards to be like, yo, 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 that's an expensive deck of cards. You should probably want to dedicate to using them. Okay, I want to try something a little bit random. So here's what we are going to do. I need a selection from this deck. So if anybody is on desktop, if you can click directly on the screen, that will be our selection. And we'll use that. Once again, if anybody has been sitting around for a while and you've not hydrated, please feel free to hydrate. Can you, Mark Wright says, can you make it spell crazy Hazen is awesome? Long story short, the answer is no, because I don't have enough Z's and N's for that. But I think a couple of let's. Wow, thank you, first time chatter. Welcome in, Zeto Ghetto. I assume that that's how it's pronounced. So please correct me if it's not pronounced Zeto Ghetto. But the way that your name reads, that's how it reads to me. You have so much aura. I found your stream. Ah, thank you kindly. All right, so here we have our selection. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. I'm going to go ahead and thank you kindly for the follow, Zeto Ghetto. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes, turn my head, cough. Now, you guys make sure that you know exactly um, what that card is, and I'm going to turn that back down. Okay, I'm going to open my eyes. Did you guys get that? Somebody's got it? All right, Edom's got it? All right, great, excellent. So here's what I'm going to do. We can go ahead and just put that back into the middle of the deck anywhere, like so. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cover the deck with my hand like this. And I'm going to try and extract your card from the deck, okay? So here it is, deck's right there, okay? We're going to go ahead and try and extract the card from the deck. Okay, there we go. Okay, All right, at this point, could you tell me what your card is? Oh, OMG, autocorrect. Zeto says autocorrect. Okay. Eight of hearts. Okay, I thought we were watching someone. I mean, you're watching me. All right, so here's the thing. If this is the eight of hearts, I want you to go wild. All right, but it's you, OMG. All right, here we go. No, that's not it. That's actually, you know what? When I mess up a trick, I have to bring out the true magical talent of the stream, and that's the deck sock. So the deck sock, please go ahead and fix the deck trick for me so that this looks very impressive to the audience. Okay, here we go. Deck sock, deck sock. Guys, I don't know if you have known, but the deck sock has actually made the entire deck disappear. Yeah, the deck sock has made the entire deck disappear. I don't know if you know, but actually, except for your card. So hold on, let's take a look. I kind of still see like if you take a look at the yeah, it's wait a second, guys. Guys, the cards are all clear. Every single card. Every single card except for one. Every single card except for one. What? So every single card is clear except for and what was our card was the 8 of hearts. Is that right? There we go. 8 of hearts. And that, my friends, is a trick with the deck sock. Thanks, deck sock. Vampire Eat. Thank you kindly for the emotes. Hype! Thank you kindly for nice one, E-Room says. Thank you kindly for the applause, E-Room. And Zeto Ghetto says, cap, cap. Oh, if we're saying cap, cap, there is a trick that I like to do that, let me see, there's a trick that I like to do that might be good for this. Let me see. What the sus? Wowza! Thank you kindly for the reaction, Zeto Ghetto. Alright, let's go ahead and do a trick called Revolver. Let me find... I'm just going to do the basic 4-card version. Okay. Alright. Okay, before I do Fantastic Four, Mark Rides, we're going to do Revolver, and then we'll do Fantastic Four. Okay, there we go. I know Earroom loves this trick. If anyone has earphones, turn volume down. Thanks for the warning. I do have sound alerts here. If anybody thinks that, hold on, I'm going to do the sound alert now and just warn everybody that this is how loud it will be. So brace yourselves. It might sound like this. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so this trick is going to use the ace, the 2, the 3, and the 4 of spades. Mostly because spades kind of look like a bullet, and so we're going to simulate firing a gun, and we're going to use the first bullet, the ace of spades, and in order for this trick to work, we make our finger gun like this, and then we're going to go bang. And how it will look is that the ace of spades will turn itself face down. I just realized you can kind of see this. Hey, E-Room. E-Room is fast on the draw there. So now if we take a look, here's the 3, here's the 2, here's the 4, but the ace has turned itself face down. I know, super weird, right? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and fire off the second second bullet. And so we're going to go ahead and fire off the 2, and the ace will turn itself back face up, but the 2 will turn itself bang! There you go, E-room, quick on the draw. So here's the 3, here's the 4. Oh, I should probably wait. There's our 2, and here's our ace. And Mark Rides is transporting things. Alright, okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and fire off our third bullet. Here we go. Finger gun. Ready? Bang! There you go. And now our third one should have fired. Once again, I'll wait for the, there you go, clear the screen. Alright, so here's our 4, here's our ace, here's our 2, and there's our face down 3. And then our 4, here we go, last one. I'm going to fire this off. I'm ready. Bang! Thank you, E-room, for firing off all the bullets. So now we're going to go ahead and see. Here's a 2. Hey! Mark Rides! Firing more bullets. Here's our ace. There's our 4, and here's our 3. Now, here's the thing. I'll wait for the... Okay, there we go. Now, here's the thing. Here's our 4. Let me just turn this face up. And if I was to ask you what color are the backs of all of these, I think you would say red, right? Because the story goes, after each bullet shot, we see a lot of blood. All of this has left everybody bloodied with a red uniform, right? But what you may not know is that actually maybe that was just an illusion and nobody was shot, because actually if you take a look at all of their uniforms now, they're all still blue and there's no red. No red at all. That, my friends, is Revolver. Thank you kindly for all the sound alerts and the emotes, everybody. E-Room, Mark Rides, Charlie's Beats, Vampire Eats. Thank you kindly. Nice, says Malhaku. Thank you for the nice. I know that my storytelling mode is not very strong today. I'm just kind of like going through the tricks, but... Alright, next up is Fantastic Four. So let's go ahead and perform that. So this is like the only one of the few tricks that I can say is like an original of mine. So the story goes, there is a trick that exists that is called like either Fantastic Four or Fabulous Four. Schnagel, thank you so much for the 18-month resub. Thank you so much, Schnagel. I forget how to pronounce. Quick question: have you signed a card? So for anybody who is unaware, for those who support, get to sign a card. I'm just gonna double check. I know you signed one in the old deck. I don't know if you signed one in this deck, so we're just gonna go ahead and double check. And if you have not signed one in this deck, if you could please sign one of these, that would be it would be my pleasure to show off Schneagle. Nope, there we go. 8 of clubs. Yes, I signed one a while back. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, I remember you had signed one. I just wasn't sure if you had signed another one. So I think this is your another. Yeah, this is the second one, right? So, but I also forget like when cards get signed. But anyway, if anybody else wants to support, that's what we do. If you end up requesting tricks, I will try and use your card if possible. But there we go. So, all right. Okay, so this next trick is one that I would say is probably the closest to an original trick of mine that we can get. Let me just... And so the story goes, there's a trick called either Fabulous Four or Fantastic Four, and it's very not like the Marvel Fantastic Four. And when I think Fantastic Four, I'm like, I wanna see a trick where they use all the powers. And I'm like, I didn't see one, so I made one, and so this is the one that I made. So this is the Fantastic Four trick. Let me update the queue there real quick. Okay, there you go. All right. So here, this is a packet of cards, but I don't want you to think of it as a packet of cards. This is actually a spaceship. Mark Rides, thank you so much for the 15 months. And I believe we did see that it was, so... Oh, I see. All right, so guys, if you didn't know, yeah, Mark Rides has signed the King of Hearts. For those of you who don't know, when we have a hype train here, I try and do as many fast magic tricks as possible. Fantastic Four is not that fast, so that's not very fast. So we're just gonna go ahead and do some other tricks. I totally just made a card fly off to the side. Okay. All right. Let's have a card selected. Okay. Boom. There. It doesn't matter that I know what it is, mostly because I'm a magician. So there we go. So 7 of clubs. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and place the 7 of clubs here into the middle of the deck like this. Okay. And if I go ahead and I snap, that's going to go ahead and make the 7 of clubs jump from the middle back up to the top. I know it's super weird, but look, there it is. This could be signed as well. It just so happens that we didn't get one that was signed. But look, I'm gonna go ahead and snap. That's gonna make it go from the middle back up to the top. Super weird, right? Now, here's the thing. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it and take it and put it in the middle. And importantly, I'm not gonna snap yet. But if I show you, here's the top card. That's not the 7 of clubs. But look, if I snap, that will bring the 7 of clubs back up from the middle to the top. I know it's super weird. Now, some people believe that magicians will do some sneaky things like swapping out the card. I won't swap this out. I'm going to leave this sticking out. You'll know that it's still the 7 of clubs. This could be signed as well, and I've done this trick with a signed card. I'm going to put it in the middle of this packet. I'm going to put this whole packet into the middle of this packet. Some people believe magicians will hide a card on the top. Some people believe the magicians will hide it on the bottom, but that's not actually the case. However, if I go ahead and I snap, that will bring it from the middle back up to the top. I know, it's super weird, right? Super weird. Let's go ahead and do another trick with the 7s. Because, you know, feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky, punk. Here we go. Alright. So, let's see here. 7. So, here's what I want to do. With these 7s, I'm going to turn over 1 7 at a time. But, I'm not allowed to do the most obvious thing. If I were to hand you the 7s, you would probably turn them face up like this. And that's not magical, right? So I need to do it a different way. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold the packet, give it a magical twist. That magical twist can be a little bit mesmerizing because of the back design of the card. But look, if I show you, that will turn up the 7 of hearts. I know, it's super weird, but... Right? So look, don't break your gaze. This is the part that gets people. I'm going to hold the packet, give it another magical twist. 7 of hearts will turn itself face down. 7 of spades will turn itself face up. I know, it's really hard to believe, but look. Is that weird? That's super weird, right? Okay, so here, hold the packet, give another magical twist, and that will bring up the 7 of diamonds. Is that weird? That's super weird, right? Now, let's see, we've got one more to turn face up, but I think it's a little bit tired from the last trick because it's 7 of clubs. So look, even if I give it one magical twist, there's actually no cards that are face up. Even if you have 2 magical twists, some people are like, yo, you just gave it 3 cumulative magical twists. And I'd be like, fine, you can do arithmetic, Einstein, but look. Now I'm going to need the deck sock to do this magic trick for me. So deck sock, go ahead and turn the 7 of clubs face up. I think he just did it, right? There it is. 7 of clubs face up. Super weird, super weird. Okay, so... I'm going to leave I'm going to leave all the 7s over here for a second. We'll get a, is Hype Train music from Bert? Yes, the Hype Train music is from Bert. So if anybody is familiar with GipsonLens' Expanse, this is a remixed version of Expanse that I manually remixed, editing sound files together. Alright, so here is our selection. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the 8 of spades. So let's go ahead and put the 8 of spades here. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and use the 7s to try and find the card. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these all face down like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and run my hand over all of these, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you guys noticed, but actually all 4 of those cards have become 1 card. And if I show you that 1 card that's right here, if I spread, that's actually now 4 cards. And actually this 1 card is now the 8 of spades. And those 4 cards that helped us out were the 7s. And here they are. Okay, let's see. So now let's go ahead and give this a shuffle. Okay, we don't really need these at the moment right now. Okay. I'll just finish. Actually, was that the remainder of the hype train? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so let's just go ahead and reveal that this is our selection. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and put that into the deck like so, like this. And then if we just make the deck do a 1, 2, 3 hop, skip, and a jump. I don't know if you guys could tell, but look, the entire deck has just done a flippo around the card because look, there it is. And if we take a look, this is our 8 of spades. There we go. Alright, thank you so much for that hype train, everybody. Let's see, I believe that was from our resubs from Schneegel and Mark Rides, so thank you guys for the resubs, and thank you so much for the support. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yes, if anybody is curious, that song, so it's basically 2 performance versions of GipsonLens's Expanse, and I basically cobbled them together. I manually edited sound files. So I don't have like fancy sound editing equipment or software or anything. So I was just literally like, I had Audacity open and I'm like, take wave file chunk, put wave file chunk, take wave file chunk, put wave file chunk. And I did have to do some finagling because the tempo at which the solo piano version that GipsonLens does is a little bit off from the previous Expanse single edition, which if anybody heard the violin, that was New Baroque on violin. So, but yeah, so that was Expanse hype train music. So anyway, thank you for the hype train, everybody. Thank you kindly for the claps. E-Room, Vampire Eat, Schneegel, and GipsonLens. And yes, Expanse will be on GipsonLens's album. So if anybody was wondering, that's going to be happening soon. Certainly when it comes out, I will be getting it, number 1, and then number 2, I'll be telling everybody, hey, it's out. So, oh, I didn't realize that was New Baroque. Cool. Yeah. So the violin that is for that is New Baroque. Yep. There you go. All right. So where were we? We were going to be doing the Fantastic Four card trick. And so let's hop back into that. All right. I don't want you to think of this as a pack of cards. This is a spaceship. This is not just any spaceship, but is the spaceship that houses 4 scientists. The scientists are Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm. And they will be known as the Fantastic Four, but they're currently not known because they're just, going up to investigate some spatial anomaly. And, lo and behold, the spaceship goes into and encounters the anomaly, and something happens. They all get these strange powers. And so, let's see, our first individual is going to be represented by the 2 of clubs. The 2 of clubs will represent Reed Richards. Reed Richards is going to be known as the invisible... No, sorry. Reed Richards will be known as Mr. Fantastic. And Mr. Fantastic is going to be getting a bunch of different powers, and one of which is going to be the power of stretchiness. He's going to be able to stretch himself a little bit longer and further, and he's way more flexible than he ever used to be. And so this is going to show you roughly, he can stretch himself and he can hold the shape just for a little bit, not for too long though. and then because it's a brand new power, and so he's going to eventually end up being known as Mr. Fantastic. But for now, he's just Reed Richards. Next up is going to be the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is going to represent the Invisible Woman. And, she gets her name because she finds out that she can turn invisible. It's not her only power. She can have, like, force fields and shields and that stuff up like that. But, so here's the thing. She has her own attitude. And if I tell her, hey, can you turn invisible? That's not what she does. She doesn't do that. So, but eventually she will turn invisible, and I just, I can't control it. I can't tell her when to do it. So, but at some point she's going to go ahead and turn invisible. I don't know if you can tell, but look, she is now invisible. Um, and sometimes I want to call her back, like, hey, Sue Storm, come back. But she won't listen to me. She will come back whenever she is feeling good and ready, and she'll come back. So there she is. Next up, we have the Thing, which is going to be known. That's what he's going to be known as, but is Ben Grimm. Now, he gets the power of super strength, but his skin turns into a rock-like texture. And so, the best way to maybe show how strong he is just show you how strong the typical Joe Schmo is. And I've got my phone here, which is pretty heavy. And look, if any Joe Schmo tries to hold on to the phone or hold the phone, cannot hold it. However, if we have Ben Grimm, the Thing, and we ask him, hey, hold the phone, he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. He can hold that phone. He can even bounce it up and down if he wants. But yeah, that's how strong Ben Grimm is. And so, and finally, we'll have Johnny Storm, who will be known as the he's going to be known as the Human Torch. And so, if we take, he's going to be represented by the seven of spades. And the seven of spades, he's going to go ahead and say, "Flame on." And if you take a look, when he says "flame on," he becomes a perfectly red version of himself. If you take a look, all of the pips are on fire. The seven of spades is literally red, and that is that is what it looks like. Now, he can't remain like this forever, but as he gets like all fiery, that's how he gets combustion, that's how he flies. He's basically just using all the expanding gas to fly. But, he's got to say flame off or just blow him out. But I don't know if you could tell, but he has now become a very smoky version of himself. If you take a look, he is a very smoky version of himself. And so that is Johnny Storm, a.k.a. the Human Torch. And so finally, they all decide, okay, let's go back to Earth. They have all their newfound powers, and they want to do something good. And so they decide, hey, we're going to put together a superhero team. Back when superhero teams were in vogue. And they decide to call themselves the Fantastic Four. And here they are, Fantastic Four. And that is a trick that I basically put together myself. All the component pieces are like parts from other tricks, but I kind of cannibalized them for this presentation. And if anybody is familiar with the Marvel Fantastic Four, that's basically what this is. So there we go. Thank you kindly for the emotes, GipsonLens, Schneagle, eRoom. GipsonLens says still slowly going through digital distribution, no updates yet. Ah, yes. Totally understand. I mean, digital distribution rights and acquiring. So I did do some research, and here's the thing: I'm not a musician, and I'm probably not going to ever be releasing music or anything. But I did do because like the legality behind creative production is kind of interesting to me. So I did some research on like how releasing music sometimes works, because if I ever like release something else, it could potentially fall under that purview. Thank you kindly for the claps. eRoom, Schneagle, Vampire Eat, and GipsonLens. Okay, alright. Awesome. Let me Let me reset this trick, because if I don't, then I will be horribly embarrassed when I try to do it next time, because it will not be ready. Okay, there we go. Doing this, doing this, doing this. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I even have all of these because I kind of keep everything separate. They are in this packet, Fantastic Four Marvel style. So there we go. It's kind of a long trick, but I mean, I'm telling basically a story along with it. So, but actually, Mark Rides was very instrumental in helping me get it onto the trick list, because originally I didn't have it on the trick list, and um, I think I showed it on stream like once, and then like Mark Rides came back later and asked for it specifically, and I'm like, all right, I'll just do it. And I'm like, it's my trick. I should be more proud of it, I think. So at that point, we put it on. So Mark Wright says, I like how you have a red seven of spades. Don't, hey, make reverse decks where all the art and the diamonds are black and all the spades and clubs are red. Mark Rides, the short answer is obviously the deck exists because there's a trick for it, but you cannot easily openly get the deck. It is not like something you can just go to even specialty magic shops and be like, hey, do you have this thing? And I'm like I searched for it for about a year and a half to 2 years until I finally found it, and I think it was somebody on stream that called out that said, "Oh yeah, if you want that, that's this exact trick, and you have to buy this exact trick to get the deck." But yeah, so it exists, but it is this one thing. It's not widely available everywhere. It's only available from distributors that sell this one trick. So it's basically one guy. So one guy makes the deck. So yeah, I don't wanna share the name of the trick, but for anybody who's actually a magician that is curious and wants the trick name, you can ask me later off stream. But for everybody else, yeah, it's you're gonna have to learn some card magic first. Prove to me that you're actually doing magic, and then we'll talk. So yeah. Mark Wright says, first time I saw that trick, I assumed you changed from spades to hearts. I did, yeah, I did originally have that be a heart, because I did not have the red seven of spades back then when I first started, because my brain couldn't wrap around red spades. Yeah, yeah, I changed it after I got the deck that had the red spade. So no, you are correct in which my original version used a heart. So, but yeah, it was actually a long time before I was able to get it, and was like, oh, if I could get that, that would like complete this trick, right? It would make it pretty awesome. All right, I'm actually going to reveal one thing. So I have not revealed many of these, but I'm going to reveal one of these because it is very relevant to this trick, actually. And so um, I haven't worked it in yet, but I will work it in at some point. Let me see here. So this, that, this. Yeah, I gotta figure out where this goes, but um. Oh no, I can't do it with this. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, so long story short, so here is, and this is the thing I may want to consider working in, but so this is the smoky seven, right? Seven of spades. I have also a faded smoky seven of spades. So this is the thing I was thinking about maybe trying to work in as well. Haven't done it yet, but that's the slight reveal that I will quote unquote reveal to you guys today. um, but otherwise, that will be it for the reveal. So, for anybody who is curious about the manufacture and production of those of cards that are not regular cards, those are oftentimes called gaff cards. Um, they can be gaff, they can be gimmick. Usually, if it's a printed solid card, it's a gaff card. So even cards that are like blank on one side, Those are considered gaff cards because they're not normal in a regular deck of playing cards. But we magicians, we love them, and so things like that, the Smoky Seven, right, is that's a gaff card. Have you ever tried reproducing this trick with Marvel versus cards? I have some Marvel versus cards, but I do not have, I think, enough to do it with. And I think a problem would be so I think doing Mr. Fantastic would be problematic. I think doing Invisible Woman would be okay. I think doing The Thing, I could do it, but I'd have to create another thing. And then for the Human Torch, I mean, I could turn it into different cards, perhaps, but like it would be, I'd have to find like illustrations for the various parts of Human Torch. So, um, and you could have the actual Fantastic Four images. Yeah. The thing is, pun intended, I think I might be better off. Um, the other thing that might bother me is the borders, because I'm not sure, is the border of Versus cards the same color on the front and the back? Because like I'd want to do this with Marvel Overpower cards, and I have Marvel Overpower cards, but I don't have all these characters. But Marvel Overpower cards are close to like actual playing cards. The problem is they are like full bleed images, and so that makes it really tough with Marvel Overpower cards. So, but anyway, all right. So let's see. Next up, we have a request from Charlie's Beats. Thanks for the request, Charlie. Um, Let me find some cards here. I forget how to do this. Okay, there we go. We'll do this. Okay. Mm, two. Okay, one. All right, and then we need. Okay. Please hold. So I don't know about the word. Oh, I haven't played Versus in over 18 years. I used to know someone with the deck. I have some Marvel Versus cards. I can look at it, but I don't think I'll be able to recreate that trick per se. It would actually be a lot easier to reproduce maximum penetration, the card trick, with Marvel Versus cards, because there's really nothing weird about that. So, but yeah. Okay. Okay. So this next trick is called Incauto Tromposo. I don't know exactly what it translates to. Somebody told me a long time ago, and then I totally forgot. But all right, so it's kind of like a 7-card Monty in which you can try and follow the card that's different, right? So here we've got some red spot cards, and what I want to do with these red spot cards is I'm going to go ahead and lay them down here like this. And then we've got, so here is a black spot card. And so this is the one, I'll just leave that right there. And then here are some red spot cards. And what we will do is we're going to go ahead and place all of the red spot cards out like this. Let's make sure that those are all on camera. All right, we see all 7 cards. It means unwary cheater, says GipsonLens. All right, thanks for doing the translation. And yeah, okay. So it means basically cheater. All right. And here's what we will do. I will show you that we've got a red spot card showing, and I will I will go ahead and swap. I'm just going to make one swap. You follow the card that is the different card from everything else. Okay, there we go. So now there's 7 cards on the table, and my question to you is, if you're on desktop, go ahead and click directly on a card, and hopefully that is the card that is different from every other card. Mark Wright says 7 card Monty, 3 card Monty is a scam. 7 card Monty is why not just ask people to hand you their wallet. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. This trick is known as like the 7 card Monty, but it is called Incauto Tromposo, which I guess translates to unwary cheater. So there we go. All right. Cool. So for those of you who have guessed, we've got a couple of camps here. We've got one guess here, and we've got 2 guesses here. All right. So those of you who saw me do the switch, I'll even reveal to you the 2 cards right now. So here. So shouldn't this card be the different one? I mean, right? Except that, whoever chose the center card, you guys have probably seen this trick before. Because the one that is actually different from all of the other ones is indeed this one. Because these are actually all black spot cards. And if you had selected this one, unfortunately, this one is a black spot card like all of the other ones. You do this trick with Magic the Gathering. I know it's the middle cards as Mark Rides. Yes, I've done this with Magic the Gathering cards as well. So anyway, Charlie's Beats, thank you so much for the request. And Charlie's Beats, the signer of the Ace of Spades. Normally I like to use the card of the person who requested the trick in the trick, so there we go. But yes, I have done this with Magic the Gathering cards as well. For anybody who likes Magic the Gathering, I have a redeem where I'll do a magic trick. Um, so it's only like 500 channel points or something. I don't remember. No, Magic the Gathering cards, that's 1,000. All right. I thought it'd be more popular. Maybe I'll drop it. Thank you kindly for the claps. E-Room, Charlie's Beats, Vampire Eat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I remember the layout of the mountain card wasn't even paying attention. Yeah. Yeah. The thing with like using Magic the Gathering cards is that there will be like duplicates, like potentially because they will. I mean, the thing is, there are playing cards. I could have a duplicate of a playing card, right? But um, so if you guys are not aware of like card trick lingo, so this is kind of a little bit of education. If you see in my trick list, um, I have I think I have a label called impromptu. So if you see the label impromptu, whether I do the trick like with cards that are like not normal or not, you can do a version of that trick with like a borrowed deck of cards. And so if you want to see those kinds of tricks, you can just click on the impromptu label. And that's basically the intent. Like I should be able to do a version of that trick with any deck of cards. So, um, but yeah, so all of those tricks, I basically know the sleights and the progression of the trick that I should be able to use any deck of cards to do any of those tricks. The ones that are not impromptu, oftentimes like a lot of the tricks that you see me do that use those gaff cards that I mentioned. So for example, in the Fantastic Four trick, we have the Smoky 7 of Spades or something. So like I could not do that form of that trick without that, or the clear card for the Invisible Woman, right? So that's what we would call a prepared card trick. The more common ones that you'll see me do are like tricks with blank cards, just because blank cards are just not readily available everywhere. So, I mean, as a magician, I can acquire them, and I have like a stash of them in my house. But if I'm borrowing a deck from somebody, I can't just easily have like a blank card for their deck, right? Like that's not a thing. Welcome in, Barney of the Rubble. How's it going? I don't have a trick called Wonderwall. Oil and water is impromptu, but you need to borrow two decks. Um, yeah, so there's a few versions of oil and water, but yeah, so I know like four different versions of oil and water that are impromptu with one deck. And then yeah, the one that requires two different colored backs, you will just need two different colored back cards. There are actually some tricks that you might consider impromptu if you just have two different colored decks of cards. So so like for example, and this might be impressive to some, but like you have everything that you need to do Picasso aces with just two decks that are just different colored backs, and that's all you need. So I would consider that like impromptu, just with two different colored back decks. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're so like if there's some preparation that you need to do with the decks, if you can secretly do it or just like kind of get into it, just while talking with people or entertaining them secretly, that's something you could do too. Wait, you can do oil and water with one deck? Yeah, I can do oil and water with one deck. You've never seen me do oil and water with one deck? Let's go ahead and do oil and water. And somebody put in Picasso aces. Barney the Rebel, thanks for putting in Picasso aces. And all right, and I'm not gonna do 52 pickup. All right, so actually we're gonna do oil and water first, and then we will do Picasso aces. But yeah, the oil and water that is the impromptu one is the original Ed Marlowe version. So, but my handling is like this other guy is Helder Guy. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Guimarães. So, all right. So let me just grab some black spot cards here, and then red face cards, and we will do that. So, okay. So here we have 8 cards. We have 4 uh, red face cards. I'm going to turn those face down. And we have 4 black spot cards. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and intermix them. So here we've got black and red. I'll do that again. Black and red. Black, red, black, and red. And if I just give it a second, all the black cards will separate from the red cards because they are like oil and water. Some magicians will go so far as to say, "Oh, the color of the ink on the red cards and the black cards," and I'm just like, no. The way that I make this okay for myself is that I just treat it as a simulation, and so we just treat it as a simulation. But if we take a look, the bottom card is a black card, and the top card that's a red face card, right? But look, actually, all of the red face cards have actually come up to the top because look, red, 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 and then here on the bottom, black, 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 black. And if you missed that or you thought it was a little unfair, we'll do that again. I'll leave all the red face cards over here. I'll take all the black spot cards over here. And last time, I believe I started with a black card, and then the black card sunk down to the bottom. So if you didn't think that was fair, maybe instead I should start with a red card first. And so here, red, right, black, right, red, okay, black, red. Let me speed this up. Black, red, black. There we go. And now, if we separate them, like so. Now, if you believe in the basic logic, I started with a red card, then that should be red. But if you believe in the simulation, this will be black because all of the black cards have sunken down to the bottom. And so if we take a look at the bottom, this one is a black card. If we take a look at the top, red, bottom, black, top, red, bottom, black, top, red, bottom, black, and top, red. But oil floats on water. Yes, this is so if anybody has ever seen the cartoon The Pirates of Dark Water, this is like red chili oil on top of dark water. So there you go. That's look, it's a simulation, okay? It's not real. Simulation. Delicious. Which, by the way, is there anybody who's ever heard of the old cartoon Pirates of Dark Water? Because I used to really like that show, and I brought it up like years ago, and nobody remembered. But does anybody here remember Pirates of Dark Water? I am just curious because uh, I remember it says Vampire Eat. All right. Barney says no, it's not okay. Kick. All right. Cool, awesome. I'm glad somebody else. Oh, Schneagles watched it a bit. Never got to see the whole thing. Oh yeah. I remember seeing random episodes. It's really so like people nowadays are gonna be so spoiled because it's like we can watch whatever shows on demand to its entirety or as little as we want, and then it's like when we were growing up watching cartoons on TV, it's like kids will not understand these days. It's like we had to watch them at a specific time. It was broadcast. We couldn't pause. If we missed it, we missed it. You know, it's Vampire Eat says we old. Vampire Eat. Yep. Yep. That is not that feels truer now than it did like a week ago because my birthday was earlier this week. So GipsonLens says I remember the name but never watched it. Yeah, that's okay. GipsonLens, I believe you are a little bit older than me, right? So if I was watching this, I don't know if you were old enough where you were like, "Oh man, I'm not watching cartoons anymore." But let's see. Eroom says not at all, but I stopped watching cartoons when I was 3. Lol says Eroom. Eroom doesn't remember. Let's see. You got what syndication said was gonna show right then, and that was that exactly. That's Schnagel said. Seeker of Weird says, I used to record everything on VHS and I would pause recordings for commercials. Yeah, that. hmm I remember. I remember recording things on TV, and I would hate it when I would try and pause during the commercials too, and then re-enable it, re-record when it started up again, and I would miss a part of the episode because either I forgot or I was slow in the uptake or like something. GibsonLens says, I'm older. I think I would have still been watching cartoons then. Oh, all right. Okay, cool. Sorry. Sorry for jumping to conclusions. All right, let's see here. You had to try to psychically predict when to unpause. Yes, that's right. Because you wouldn't know when the commercials would be over. Mark Ride says, I watch cartoons every Thursday because there's a puppet on Twitch that stream dumpster cartoons like Conan, Beast Wars, Galaxy Rangers, Gem. All right. Oh my God. So, I used to watch like the Conan cartoon, and I used to watch Beast Wars. I didn't watch Galaxy Rangers. I think I was out of the Power Rangers phase. I watched like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then Power Rangers Zeo, and then I think after that I fell off the Power Rangers boat. But and then Gem, if you're referring to Gem and the Holograms, yeah, I didn't like that as a kid because I felt that there was that stigma that it was like for girls and it was too girly. I watched it as an adult, like not that long ago. I think I watched it like 7 or 8 years ago. So, and I was like, wow, this is surprisingly not as terrible as I thought it would be, like given its age. Like, so I actually enjoyed Gem as an adult. So unfortunately I liked Power Rangers as a kid, and I tried rewatching some Power Rangers as an adult. Power Rangers does not age well. That is not. Um, yeah. Let's see here. Galaxy Rangers is not Power Rangers. Oh, Galaxy Rangers is not Power Rangers? Then I have no idea what Galaxy Rangers is then. Hold on. We're going to take a quick... I'm going to look up what Galaxy Rangers is. Galaxy Rangers. The Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers. Oh. Oh, I'm unaware of this. Galaxy Rangers. Um. Okay. Oh, all right. I may have seen some stuff on the other times. Was this on around the same time as like? So one that I watched that I couldn't find for years as a kid after I became like an adult. I'm like, I'm trying to look for it. And then I finally found out the name and I was able to watch some episodes again. But it was called Bionic Six. Um, so was Galaxy Rangers on at about the same time that Bionic Six was on? Because if it was, I probably saw trailers for it and I never watched it. But all right. So anyway, my mistake. I jumped to conclusions for what Galaxy Rangers was. So I did not. Eroom says Super Chicken was the greatest cartoon ever made. Like I look, Eroom, I respect you, but I don't think I agree with you on that one. Uh, let's see. Vampire Eat says I never saw Gem, but I remember the commercials for it. Gem is truly yeah, Gem is truly outrageous. Look, the theme song is probably the best part of Gem because that's what everybody would remember. But um, yeah, if for anybody who doesn't know, so Gem is about this girl named Gem, and she's in a band, and there's this like antagonistic band, but like Gem has the power of holograms, basically. So she can make holograms of whatever. There's some technology, and they have to debug some technology sometimes. But I'm like, wow, that's surprisingly like you have to deal with some issues with technology. I'm like, but anyway, so. Schneegel says, I'm actually almost done rewatching Gem on Tubi for nostalgias. It's been a little trippy. Yeah, it's so the thing is, it's like if it was bad, you probably want to turn it off right away. It's actually not bad enough to be like, I want to turn it off. It's like, oh, I wonder what will happen next episode. Oh, that's how they deal with this, right? It's not bad. Let's see. I don't know, but I remember Bionic Six. Yeah, Bionic Six. I used to have the Bionic Six figurines as a kid. Oh, that's so awesome. All right, yeah, I loved watching Bionic Six. I think a little too young to understand everything that was going on in Bionic Six, but Schneegel says the Misfits should have been sued into non-existence basically every other episode. Yeah, the Misfits actually broke the law a lot. So, all right. Um, so let's see. Barney of the Rubble wants me to perform with big cards. I don't know if I have two decks handy that are the same size for for this trick. So, um, I'm gonna go ahead and do Picasso Aces regular, and then we will figure out what to do with the gigantic cards. So we'll just figure that out in a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of legally questionable things that occur in Gem. Now I wanted to watch the live action movie Gem afterwards, but it seemed like they changed quite a bit about it, and it's not about like a girl in a band and holograms. It's a she needs to get discovered, but also she's being discovered by you know using the internet like we would. Except she's modifying things on the internet like way better than other people would. So I don't know. Yeah, I didn't try watching it. I will one day. I don't know when. One day maybe when I'm retired and I'm like, let me go revisit some movies that I wanted to watch that I never watched. But right now I'm a little too ambitious and I want to. I have a lot of other projects that I'm doing, so it's all about synergy for me. Let's face it. Yo, if synergy was real technology, so synergy is like the computer that can make all of the other holograms that everybody else can see. That'd be crazy. Full disclosure, if you asked me earlier tonight, it's like, hey, you would be spending a portion of your stream talking about Gem and the holograms, and I'm like, no. Brilliant. Thanks for bringing that up. All right. So first things first, I just want to show you that this is a blue back deck, but I don't want you to think that these aces are from this deck. This is from a different deck. These are red backed. So here, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, um, Ace of diamonds, and ace of spades. Schneegel says, I would also not have expected this. Yeah. I know, right? It's so random. All right, so here's what we're going to do. With these red aces, what we're going to do is I want to lay them out. And what we'll do is, actually I need to know what the ace of spades, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to leave the ace of spades up here. And this is the one where we're going to collect all of the aces by the end of the trick. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and place 3 cards onto each pile, like so. And then, oh, I just realized this is, so another thing is this is a boss trick because I messed it up last time, so this is a boss trick. All right, let's square up. And actually, let's bring out our friend the deck sock. All right, deck sock, you're going to do all the magic here, okay? So, all right, so here we have our ace, but all the deck sock has to do is do a swap. So the deck sock will touch this pile, touch that pile. And actually, I don't know if you know, but the deck sock has already transferred the ace over there, because if I show you, there's actually no red backed cards over here, and if we take a look, there's no aces over here because the deck sock has swapped it over there. So now, before we knew that there was only one red ace, but now there's 2, so you see 2 and 2. So there's a blue, red, a red, and a blue. Great job, deck sock. Mark writes, oh, this reminds me of Apex or Aces or Ace Assembly. A bit much harder because you have a blue and red. Yeah, so this is both blue and red. Ace Assembly. Yeah, this is typically an Ace Assembly plot. All right, so here we go. We've got, there's our ace, and you can still see it up until the deck sock does a touch and a touch. Because now if you take a look, there's actually no red and no aces. And now if we take a look, before there were 2 and 2, but now there should be 3 aces. 3 red-backed aces. I know, is that weird? That's super weird, right? And now some people believe that there's some shenanigans afoot, and to that I would say, yeah, you're watching a sleight of hand magic stream. But if I show you, look, we've got, you'll be able to see the ace still here because it's red on the back, there's an ace on the front, and if I put it in the middle of the packet, you'll still be able to see it right there, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the deck sock touch this, touch that, and actually the deck sock has swapped it because now if I show you, we have all blue backs. If I show you the faces, we have no aces. And now finally, if I show you this packet here, there are actually only red backs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they are ace of diamonds, ace of spades, ace of clubs, and ace of hearts. And that, my friends, I will call a successful performance of Apex, or not Apex, sorry, Picasso Aces. I was reading Mark Wright's comment again. I'm just like, wait, it's Picasso Aces. All right, and we beat that boss this time. So I don't think, yeah, there we go. Man, you know, if we look at those boss tricks, that means that is the number of times I either correctly remembered how to do a trick or that I improved, like following, like doing my homework. So it's not bad. Wow, this is Mark Wrights. Thanks for the wow. Thanks for the clap, Schneegel. Thanks for the request, Barney of the Rubble. Sorry, I could not do this one with the big cards, but we'll do something with the big cards in a moment. So, but yeah, when I saw this trick, I was like, oh, I need to do that trick. It's like such a cool effect. Like the magical effect is so cool. Okay, all right, there we go. Thank you kindly for the claps, Vampire Eat. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite tricks to perform. Like, I oftentimes use it as a closer. I don't know what I'll do as a closer tonight because I did 2 of my closers already. But actually, it's already getting a little late. So, let me see here. Let me do this. Let me do... let me figure out what we're going to do as a gigantic deck trick. Okay, so Barney of the Rubble has requested, or sorry, has redeemed giant cards. So let's first show you the cards. So here's how big these cards are. They're comically large. If you take a look at the regular size, this is a regular poker size card. This is a big deck card. It is about 4 times as big. Not quite, it's a little bit smaller, but about 4 times as big. And so, yeah, we are going to do something with this. So let me see here. Oh, we have a couple of jacks here. So let's go find all the jacks. And you know, when I think of 4 jacks, we should do 4 burglars. That might be a good one. Okay. Here we have 4 jacks. Now, just handling these cards is a little bit unruly too, so but we can give this a shuffle. It's not the best shuffle, but then again, these cards are just obnoxious. This is how I would shuffle them. Oh, let me also put 4 burglars. All right. Okay. All right. So, let me see here. We've got all of these. I don't want you to think of this as a deck of gigantic cards. This is a bank. Okay, and I want to introduce you to the 4 bank robbers, or burglars in this case. So here we've got the Jack of Diamonds. Specialty is in diamonds, of course. Here we've got the Jack of Spades. Specialty in digging. Here we have the Jack of Hearts, the charisma and the communicator to try and get out of trouble should anything arise. And then the Jack of Clubs, the mastermind of the entire operation. And so Jack of Clubs is going to tell everybody else to go into the bank and do their specialty. So in this case, one of them is going to go into the vault to try and open up the vault. Another one is going to go ahead and try and open up all of the cash registers and take all the cash out of there. And then this one is going to be told to go and open charisma his way into all of the safety deposit boxes of everybody. And so now this one, the Jack of Clubs, will remain on top as the lookout, trying to watch for, the feds and be like, hey. And this one happens to see, whoa, sees the feds. It's like, guys, we got to get out of here. And so one by one, he's like, yo, get out of here. And actually, they have the power of a transporter, and so they're all able to transport from the bank to the roof. And here on the roof, they're able to get out because, look, they're waiting on the roof for their helicopter, and then they can fly away. Actually, this is a gigantic helicopter, so it's slower, Doppler effect, and they all get away. Oh yeah, if you're wondering if these are all jacks or something, they're not. They're all different. There you go. And these could be signed. I'm not going to have people sign my gigantic deck, though. But you know what might be really comical? I have not done Coin Matrix today, and I like to do this one because I'm trying to keep it fresh. So I always have it. Thank you kindly for the claps, Schneagle Vampire Eat. All right. So normally I would use card Is this going to be obnoxious to do? Let's try it. All right, I'm going to cover each coin with a card, all right? And so here, there, and there. Okay. And so, all right. This might be considered cheating because these cards are just gigantic. And so I can basically cover like anything. So look, I'm gonna make this coin jump from here to there. And I don't know if you could tell, but look. And then we're gonna make this one jump from here to there. All right, there we go. And then this last one is gonna go from here to there. There you go. All right. Okay, if you missed that, we'll do that with smaller coins. We'll do that with regular sized cards. Maybe so it looks less sus. All right. Okay. All right. So here we'll cover each coin with a card, and we will once again make them teleport from corner to corner. This one will jump from here to there. Boom. Happens pretty quick. There to there. Happens pretty quick. And last one. There we go. Okay. Awesome. All right. I probably should have made an announcement that I'm going to end stream at some point soon, but here's your last chance. If anybody wants to see any more magic, here's the last call for tonight. Can you do it with mini cards? I can probably. I mean, I can do it with like. I can do it with my hands. So conceivably, I could do it with mini cards. Hold on. Let me see. Let me grab. Let me grab mini cards here. Hang on. Boom, boom. Let's see. Let's put this here. I've got to find where I put my mini cards. I have them. Let me see. I have these mini cards. Oh, no. Okay, I have these mini cards right here. Okay. All right, so let's show you. Can I? I should be able to do it with these, right? Hopefully. I mean, hopefully I don't mess it up and reveal the secrets of magic. But okay. All right, guys. I have a mini deck. So these are mini bicycles. They're not as good quality as like the regular poker-sized bicycles, but they'll do. And so here's a regular poker-sized, and these are about half the size, a little bit smaller than half. So, but here's what these look like. So they're tiny. They're very cute. I feel like I could almost put the entire deck in my mouth. I'm not gonna do that though. That's gross. Okay, so let's see if I could use mini cards to do this. That's a good question. You know, I'm willing to try, but if I mess this up or whatever, well, I guess I blame Mark Rides, but we'll try it. Okay. I guess it could be a little tricky. Can I use 2 cards? Hold on. I'm gonna let me do this for a second. I just want to see how this is gonna look and feel without maybe revealing the secrets of magic yet. So it's gonna be a little dicey. Oh my god, this is gonna be a little scary. Use smaller coins like dimes, maybe? Oh, you know, do I have smaller coins? That's the thing. So part of this is that I always want to have like big enough coins to make it visual. I don't know if I have smaller coins on hand, but let me see. What do I have here? Nope, not those. These are slightly smaller. They are $1 coins. All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm doing R&D right now, okay? This is R&D. 2, 4. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to cut to this view just so I can see. All right. Okay, okay. All right. I think we're going to try it. We're going to try it, okay? All right. Here we go. All right. So, here we have 4. They're slightly smaller coins. They're not that small though. They're like still they're Sacagawea dollars. Okay, all right. And so and I've got 4 of these little tiny cards, okay? And we are going to cover each coin with a card, like in the original. And then we're going to try and make coins teleport from corner to corner, okay? And so, look, we're going to make this happen. Ready? I don't know if you can tell, but look. And then last one. There we go. I think that probably worked. I think that probably looked okay. Thank you for the informal request, Mark Rides, and I think that was fine. Did that look okay to you guys? That looked okay, right? I think that was more like challenging from like a logistics standpoint for me than like actual execution. I think logistically, I'm just like, these cards are small. Does it cover what I needed to cover? Thank you kindly for the claps. E-Room, Schneegel. Yeah, look great. All right, awesome. Yeah, all right, sweet. Guys, we did it. We did R&D, and we discovered that you could do the coin matrix with small cards and even still, relatively sizable coins. They're not as big as the ones I was using. Just to do a quick comparison, so I'm using a Sacagawea dollar for this one, and the coin that I was using is just this. So it's not like tremendously different, but it made, I think, all the difference for this. So all right, you killed it. Yeah. All right, thanks, Mark Rides. Appreciate it. All right, cool. So, all right, once again, last chance if anyone wants to get anything in. Otherwise, I'll probably do one finale trick, and then we will get out of here, and we'll raid out. So, man, we saw a lot of different size decks today. We saw big deck, little deck. All right, cool. I think the trick that I want to do for finale is going to be, all right, let's go ahead and close the queue, and then I want to put in, it has a couple of names, Imagine or Chop Shop, so that's the one. But anyway, yeah, so this will be the finale for today. All right, so it's that time of stream where I thank everybody. So thank you everybody for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. I feel like it's just kind of like a very nondescript Sunday. There's really nothing going on. For those of you who are in the United States and don't have work tomorrow, hopefully you enjoy the holiday. Tomorrow is President's Day. Otherwise, I think most people probably have work, but I have tomorrow off, so that's good. That's why I wasn't like in a rush to be like, I'm gonna end stream soon. So anyway, thank you so much for everybody who came out and hung out with me tonight. Thank you so much to everybody who interacted with the stream, whether you chatted, dropped emotes, used any of the redeems, sound alerts. If you requested a trick, clicked on the heat map, picked a card, anything like that. Thank you so much. If it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be as much fun for me. Thank you so much for all of the lurkers out there, because Magic's one of those rare art forms where if I'm practicing Magic at home, there's no magic happening. The magic has to happen in your mind. So, also, thank you to everybody who supported today. Thank you for all the new follows, and thank you for the resubs, Schneegel and Mark Rides. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you to, guys, let's give some mod love to our mods. If you are not following our friends and mods, Chan the Magic Man, please give Chan the Magic Man a follow. Chan the Magic Man, one of the other few magicians on Twitch. Chan does Magic Mondays, so give him a follow. You catch him tomorrow. If you catch him at other times, he's playing retro games, maybe Grand Theft Auto 5, anything like that. That being said, if you are looking for more, there are a handful, Magic, Twitch, So there are at least 4 of us on Magic Twitch. So you can check out that link tree, and it will link to all 4 of us that we know of. There might be some more people joining that list soon because I last week I actually got to raid into another magician, which is insane because I never thought that it would be so readily handily available. So, but Wasabi 111 is not currently in that list. But I raided into Wasabi 111. So, ooh. Let's see here. Also, guys, we're not following our friend and mod GipsonLens. Please give GipsonLens a follow. GipsonLens, a pianist. If you liked um, the Hype Train song, the Hype Train song is a GipsonLens original, aka his name is Bert. Not only is he a pianist and plays piano for piano practice on stream, but also has been doing movie reviews of old movies or movies that have been recommended to him. I like playing the game whether uh, GibsonLens likes a movie or not. We're getting into a lot of movies that I don't know, so I mean, occasionally there's a movie that's like, oh, I've seen that movie, but it actually might be better if I don't know the movie because I found that's like, all right, if I've heard of it, it's usually like, okay, that's good, or like I know what genre it's in already without having to look it up. But oh man, but thank you guys. Let's see if anybody was concerned about whether I do black magic or sorcery or deals with the devil. Everything that you saw here today on stream is sleight of hand. But, you know, even if it was real magic, I would use the sleight of hand cover story anyway. So there you go. All right. Also, if anyone wants to see more of me and I'm not around, please check out my YouTube channel. I have over 300 magic performances on YouTube, and all of my VODs are unlisted in a playlist here. They are publicly accessible, but they're not searchable, so you just have to get to all of the old VODs here in this playlist. But anyway, yeah, so please enjoy. If you want to see more magic and I'm not here, that's the best place. All right, and I think that's it. Also, if I don't, so last week I messed up the finale trick, so that's why I had to do a second one. And so I don't like to end stream on a trick that I mess up on. So hopefully I do this one fine. But if I don't, we're gonna do another finale trick. Okay, so that's how this works here. And then we will find somebody to raid. All right. So, all right, here we go. Last trick, presumably. Can you post the mods again? Was lurking in another window and missed chat. Oh, the VODs? Oh yeah, it's just exclamation point VODs. You can find that again. There you go. Yeah, so oh, today is like Magic Stream 129. So if anybody is curious, it's in my spreadsheet. I don't really advertise it on the stream title or anything, but yeah, I should have like over 120 Magic streams I think listed. There's probably a couple I might have either missed or I might have left out specifically or whatever. But anyway, all right. So I have a packet of cards. I want you all to imagine that they're all jokers. I want you all to imagine that they are jokers and that they are here. So here, let's go. Just go through them. And so 1, 2, 3. Actually, okay, they're all jokers except for one Queen of Clubs. So there's a Queen of Clubs amongst the jokers. Okay, and I just want you to imagine that they're all blue backed. All of them are blue backed except for the Queen of Clubs. So the Queen of Clubs is red backed. I just want you to imagine that. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to imagine that as I count through these cards, I'm going to go ahead and pull the Queen of Clubs out. I'm going to take it underneath the table. I'm going to use this hand to throw it through the table, through the mat, through my hand, and back into the packet. I don't know if you saw that, but look, if I show you now, the Queen of Clubs has returned to the packet. I know it's super hard to believe, but look. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take the Queen of Clubs, place it underneath the table, throw it. It's going to go through the table, through the mat, through my hand, back into the packet. Because look, it's now, once again, back here. I know, we'll do it one more time. Okay, look, I'm going to throw it through the table, through the mat, through my hand, back into the packet. Okay. But as I said, I just want you to use your imagination that all of those things happen, because I don't know if you know, but your imagination's very strong. You've got a very good imagination. I don't know if you imagined the Queen of Clubs, because remember, we all started with like jokers, right? So if I show you, you have very good imagination because you thought you saw a Queen of Clubs, but actually there's no Queen of Clubs here. This is blank. There's no Queen of Clubs here. Now, for these three, you know that these are jokers, right? But I don't know if you remember at the beginning, you have a very strong imagination because remember, I also told you to imagine that these were jokers, right? And so if I show you these, there's actually no other cards. You have a very good imagination. Yes, you do. And that, my friends, I will say, is a successful finale performance. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Thank you for the mind blown, Schneegel. And I think we'll call that a wrap. E-Room, thank you kindly for the applause. Thank you kindly for the claps. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Vampire Eat, thank you. Thank you. Oh, what's that? Rave Kitty. What's that emote? That's nice. I like Rave Kitty. All right. And so with that, we can go find somebody to raid. So let's see who's on. So let's see. Last time we raided somebody that was doing magic. So I don't know if the likelihood of somebody doing magic this time is probably really low. But let's see here. And also, who haven't we raided in a while? Or never. Let's see here. Okay, let's raid. Where do I want to go? I think tonight. Let's hold on. Let me consult the spreadsheet. Yes, if anybody was curious, I do have a stream spreadsheet. Super handy for times like this. Okay, when's the last time I raided? Okay, I've only raided this person twice, and not since September. All right, so maybe raid over there. Okay. All right, guys. Tonight I want to raid Yina, pianist. Um, she also has K-pop on her list, so that's a huge motivator for me. Because for anybody who didn't know, I like K-pop. But it's also chill and cozy and just like to listen. So if you would like to come along on the raid, there's a raid call here, and here's a sub raid call if you would like. And then let's see, raiding. And then if you're left behind, here we go. And let me start the raid. Whoops. Raid. There we go. All right. Cool. So anyway, great seeing everybody this week. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful week up ahead. Tangy Cat, welcome in. How's it going? But yes, rating out. So, but welcome in, Tangy Cat. Hopefully you had a wonderful time, wonderful week. But good seeing you. Everybody take care of yourselves. Remember to hydrate. Remember to stretch. Remember to get good sleep. And otherwise, the raid is now ready. So, everybody take care of yourselves, and we'll see you around next time. Bye. Hi, bye.